It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys.
Forgive us, Father, for we are about to sin and be very naughty boys.
Hey guys,
Yeah?
Yeah,
am I the asshole
that's a good segue.
Absolutely. Absolutely you are.
filing a police report against my nephew? My mom has late-stage Alzheimer's and has been unable to manage her money and needs around-the-clock care. It would probably be safer to put her in a nursing home, but she made us promise to only do that as a last resort. Thankfully, she had a lot of investments and savings for my dad before he passed, so we can get her a hired personal carer in her own home. My one sister is the one who lives closest and visits her often, so she handles mom's finances. My other sister and I give her $200 a month each for her to run errands and help look after mom since we both live out of state. My other sister called me to tell me there's been a lot of cash withdrawals recently on mom's card. I check and there's nearly a year's worth of $300 to $400 withdrawals. We call my sister who is handling finances and she is confused and says she never takes out any cash, she only pays bills with a bank card and uses the credit card for groceries, etc. She freezes the bank card and I take a red eye over. Long story short, we asked the bank where the ATM withdrawals happened. My sister looks shocked when she Googles the location and realizes it's close to her son's school. We waited until the son got home and asked him where he worked, and he said a local restaurant. We said we would like to go with him to the restaurant to confirm he works there, and he got really panicked and said the management just changed so they wouldn't know him.
Um,
I asked for his paycheck, and finally he gives up and admits that he doesn't have a job. My sister asked him where the money for the new stuff he brought home comes from, and he admits he steals the bank card to make cash withdrawals. I asked him where he got the pin, and my sister confessed she writes the pin on sticky notes so she doesn't forget them.
which is understandable on her part. I
Yeah.
get it. I mean, it's not smart, but that's not bad reflection on her.
Not at all.
I take the bank statements and calculate out that he owes over $14,308.
Fucking hell.
I told him he has to pay it back now or I'm filing a police report on him for theft, and my sister begs me not to, saying if he has anything on his record, he might not get into college.
I mean, that's fair, but also...
I told her I won't if she pays it, but she said she's struggling and doesn't have the money. She's a single mother. I told her that isn't good enough, and she complains that her son is only 16 years old and doesn't know any better.
Bullshit.
16-year-olds know better.
Bullshit, you don't know better.
I told her they won't put a 16-year-old in jail, but he might do it again when he's older, so it's better to learn his lesson now.
I'm on her side.
Yeah, I'm gonna say irrevocably not the asshole here.
She said we can just take she the mom, the dickhead's mom.
Yeah.
She said we can just take out of what her son's inheritance would be from our mom.
What?
And I yell at her that if our mom was in a state to judge, she would write him out of the will for this. I call up my lawyer.
Kid's gonna get $1,400,000.
Right? I called up my lawyer and asked what I should do, and he suggests filing a police report, but not including my nephew's name just yet. I did just that, and my sister is screaming at me that I'm ruining her son's life by involving the police, and he's only a kid. I'm not happy about it, but at 16, if he's stealing from his own grandma who looked after him when his mom was sick, I can't imagine what he's going to do when he gets older.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
No, you're not an asshole, Jeff. I mean, you are, but not for this.
Yes, correct. I will say, I don't think he's quite right on not sending a 16-year-old to jail. Depending on what state they're in, $700 is grand larceny.
True.
14,000? I don't think the kid's gonna get prison time, but he might get jail time.
Let's see. Grand larceny. It depends on the state. But I mean, honestly, yeah, most states have a pretty low level of what grand larceny is.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
I know. That wasn't the good one. Hey, guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Am I the asshole? For banning my husband's female friend from our house?
What?
Depends on the circumstances.
Am I the asshole for banning
No. I heard it. That was
all right.
a.
Throwaway account? English is not my first language. I'm on mobile. I apologize. I, 27 female, have been married with my husband, male 32, for 3 years, and we've been dating for a little over 5. My husband has this friend, Mary, female 31.
Wait. Did you say married, like she's married, or her name is Mary?
Her name's Mary.
Okay.
They've known each other since they were in high school, and she's considered one of the boys, if you may. That basically means she's always invited to all the fishing trips and stuff, which I don't mind at all. I trust my husband. Well, my problems with Mary started when she first found out that I'm half Romanian. It started kinda innocently with her asking me to say certain words, teach her some insults, etc., which didn't necessarily bother me, but it usually put me in a spot whenever we were out with my husband's group of friends. It only escalated to her Googling stuff about Romania and asking me, "Are you a vampire? Do you bite your husband by the neck?" To, "Are you a
What?
gypsy?" To, "Are you a gypsy? I bet you've got some gypsy blood in you," which is just
Oh
blatantly racist.
no.
Yeah. Last week, me and my husband organized a mini barbecue with our friends, and Mary was invited by my husband, despite me telling him that she makes me uncomfortable. He said that he had talked to her about her remarks, and she's been understanding, so it's unlikely she'll say something this time. It was midnight, and there were about 4 of us left, and I accidentally spilled some red wine on Mary's jeans when I tripped over a carpet. All hell broke loose. Mary started saying that I'm a witch and I'm trying to ruin her life, and this whole thing is part of my ritual, and I'm just, you guys ready? Immigrant gypsy trying to ruin my husband's life.
What
And
the
I poisoned my
fuck?
husband against her.
Okay. So I was initially gonna say yes, she is the asshole.
Okay.
Now that I'm hearing the full story, I still think she's an asshole. She should let her husband be friends with this psycho.
I started crying and profusely apologizing. When she wouldn't drop it, I kicked her out and banned her from ever coming to my house again. Am I the asshole for doing this? My husband insists that Mary was just drunk and talking nonsense, and he would talk to her. He also told me I'm way too sensitive about my heritage, and I'm an a-hole for banning her.
No.
Mary has since given me a half-hearted apology, but I'm still not okay with her.
Look, even if Mary was drunk, being a drunken asshole does not excuse you. Like,
Being racist.
yeah, being drunk is not an excuse. Like, if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. You should own up to your shit. Like, I've done some terrible things when I was drunk. Brandon knows.
Yeah.
I guess this is the update some of you wanted. Sorry, I'm still a mess and I don't know how coherent I am. We've talked. He admitted to being in and out of an affair with Mary for the first 2 years of our
What
relationship.
the fuck?
That's
And
what
she
I was
wanted
gonna
him-
say.
And she wanted to win him back, I guess. I called my mom to come help me pack some stuff and move out. That's it. Mary can have him. I've been gaslit for years, and it took a Reddit post to realize. Oh, the irony. Thank you, Reddit.
I was gonna say if there was ever any past of the two of them together, then understandable. But yeah, so yeah, I stand by what I said.
Definitely.
I've got
Also, edit 2. And probably the last one for a period of time. A lot of people seem suspicious of Mary and my husband's friendship, relationship, etc., and have asked if I ever suspected anything. No, I didn't. Me and my husband had, or I thought we had, a very strong relationship based on communication and honesty. Guess it only applied to me. Mary is very close with all the boys in said friendship group. The other wives raised concerns in the past, but they've all been shut down by the boys in the group or by Mary herself. I guess I always respected their friendship group because they were very close for so long, and it felt unfair to change that because of me. As far as I'm aware, the other wives feel the same. Plus, Mary has always been a long-distance relationship for about 2 years and always claims she's focusing on her career. She's too busy, etc., so none of us ever saw her as a potential threat. But now, it just makes me think that there could be more to this story. But I'm tired. As of right now, I'm just exhausted. And this is where this person's awesome. My Romanian witch blood won't let me live until I find out the whole truth, but I need time. Thank you to everyone who took the time to reply to my post, message me, blah, 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 blah.
This lady's awesome.
Hey guys, she wrote this post a year ago.
Uh-huh.
I found it. Because she posted an update.
Oh, sweet.
Hot damn.
Right? She starts the update. Hey Reddit, it's me, the witch. I love her. I thought I'd update you because some interesting stuff happened since my post. Me and my husband, we have talked a lot. The subject of Mary always seems to be a danger zone. He told me he isn't prepared to truly talk to me about Mary. We have tried to mend the relationship, but after a few therapy sessions, I realized I carry way too much resentment towards my ex for any kind of relationship to work. Since my ex was shutting me out, I decided to speak to Mary, as I found out through the grapevine that she wanted to tell her part of the story. Mary admitted she went through some situationships, by her description, with my ex and a couple of his other friends. The issue runs deeper, though. When confronted as to why exactly she wanted me out so badly, Mary confessed that she actually got pregnant in high school, but she either doesn't know who the father is or didn't want to say it outright. I can't know for sure, but it's supposedly one of the guys in my ex's group of friends. I guess the most likely option is that the father is my ex and she didn't deny it. The child in question was put up for adoption and apparently found Mary as his/her biological mother a few months prior to the wine incident, which caused her to mourn the family she had to give up in high school, and sent her on a downright spiral of depression and anxiety, and made me the sole recipient of her hate, because I was the only obstacle in her way to the happy ending. By my ex's account, he had no idea Mary was pregnant in high school because she told everyone she's doing some studying abroad for a few months, and no one saw her or knew anything was happening. On to the witch part of the issue. Mary said she went through a phase where she was hanging out with self-proclaimed witches during high school to recover from the pain caused by having to go over her child, the PPD, etc. The witches gave her all sorts of ointments and all kind of readings about the child's future, etc. Turns out the witches were a fraud.
No.
Which sort of gave her the firepower to hate me even more and possibly fueled her fantasy. I'm honestly not sure how much of it is true, but here we are. In light of everything I discovered, I have to admit I do feel sorry for Mary. After seeing her perspective and talking with her, I can understand where she's coming from, but ultimately I'm not her friend, and the situation's none of my business. At least not after it's been hidden from me all this time. Plus, her being dealt a bad hand does not mean she has to take down everyone with her. I haven't been in contact with Mary or my ex since the divorce finalized in February 2021. I also do not keep in contact with my ex's wives longer term. I appreciate the support, but it seems like my situation triggered quite a few arguments and relationship problems, and everyone sort of agreed to keep to themselves. Thank you very much. Much love.
Oh.
So Mary was fucking the entire friend group, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hands down. Those fucking fishing trips were just bukkake trips, man.
Oh, 100%. They used a very specific bait when they went fishing.
I mean, I didn't want to be the one that made the joke, but yeah, for sure, she definitely was fucking all the people in the friend group.
Oh, yeah. Because the thing is, it's not that a girl and a bunch of guys can't be friends, but when they're very secretive and don't let any of the significant others around, it's because they're all fucking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
That wasn't the good one.
What?
Bro.
There's more.
I don't think I can handle more.
Guys, am I the asshole
Yeah.
for refusing to babysit my biological son because of a family emergency on his mother's side? I'll let you weigh in first before I start reading.
All right, I need you to read that again.
Okay, so based on the fact that he referred to him as the biological son, that makes me think that Dad's not in the picture anymore.
Am I the asshole for refusing to babysit my biological son because of a family emergency on his mother's side?
So, yeah, it all depends.
All right.
In my opinion, it all depends on how much time the father actually spends with the son on a normal basis.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that.
All right. Look, I just need. My brain's having a hard time wrapping. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that.
All right, tell you what. I'll read the first paragraph and let you guys have some more thoughts. Ready?
Okay.
It sounds like an asshole thing from the title, but let me just give a few extra details. He is my biological son, but I haven't been allowed in his life or am recognized as his father.
Oh. Well.
This happened after a pretty fucked up night of getting high off my ass with my brother and his wife.
Oh, no.
Brandon, any notes?
Well,
Did he fuck his brother?
what?
Is that how he got pregnant?
Oh man, Chet. All right, let's hear
Add
it.
in alcohol, and we were all pretty fucked up. Most of the night was a blur, but basically, her and I slept together.
All right.
With his permission, and he was also there. But in the morning, we realized how badly we all messed up and agreed it will never happen again.
Okay.
Do you guys think this is just like the world's most awkward Pornhub threesome, or is this a cuckold?
There's a lot to unpack here.
I gotta go with the first one. My personal feeling, but no matter what, everybody loses.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and I became a little estranged for a while because it was too weird to be around each other.
I wonder why.
They later announced being pregnant, but I thought I was safe because she took Plan B the morning after it happened, just in case. After he was born, I was getting doubts though, and really wanted to know for sure he wasn't mine. Mine. My brother eventually agreed to a paternity test, and that said that I'm the father. I've been wanting to be in my son's life, but they won't let me. My family was on his side about it and told me to stop being selfish because on paper this is his child since they're married. And
That's not how that works at all.
And if I'm around, it's going to complicate their marriage even more.
I mean, yes.
Agree with you, Brandon, but also,
It was.
oh God, they had to tell their family all this.
I know.
Here's my
Hey,
biggest
Mom,
thing.
I boned Sam's wife.
No. See that you're leaving out a very big thing here. I boned Sam's wife while he was in the room with us.
You know that didn't get brought up in the conversation.
He let it happen.
You know
He
it had to.
encouraged it.
It had
He was
to
cheering
because
me on.
otherwise,
He
everyone
came
is
up. He ran
asking.
over. He ran over the thing of water and Gatorade and was like, "Hey man, you gotta stay hydrated if you want to get in my wife."
You remember that
Over here,
scene?
Coach, I'm ready to play.
You remember that scene from We're the Millers where they're watching, they're teaching Kenny how to make out, and fucking Jason Sudeikis is just standing there eating chips, going, "Yeah, there you go." That's what he was doing. Sam was watching from the corner, eating a bag of Doritos and wiping crumbs all up on his shirt.
Cheering him on.
Sam doesn't sound classy enough for Doritos. At best, it was a bag of Funyuns.
He had the store. Fuck you, Funyuns are amazing.
No, they're not.
Not when you're watching your brother rail your wife.
Exactly.
Here's the thing
what is going to be good when you're watching somebody rail your wife?
Another hit off the bong.
That's how you know it was Funyuns.
Sam's over there playing. Sam's over there playing ring toss with his cock. Just tossing Funyuns down onto his dick.
One of these days, I'll get my dick in it.
Hey Reggie, look, I got it on my dick that time. Oh, that's great, man. That's right there. Fuck.
The whole time I tried to convince them, my parents would say I'm a horrible. The whole time I tried to convince them, my parents would say I'm a horrible younger brother. I mean, yes, but for different reasons.
You got cucked by your younger brother, dude.
He felt that way too. He felt that way too when. God, this guy sucks already. My brother felt that way too when I'd ask if I could at least come over to maybe play with him for a little bit. So about 2 months ago, I gave up but kept my distance from them because it hurts too much.
I can imagine.
He's 10 months old still, and I still haven't gotten to hold him. But now, because his mother-in-law got into an accident, they want me to watch him for a few days. My brother is flying with her to go see her mom because he has to help out too. Our parents right now are in the UK for a couple of months. They can't bring him because they're worried he might get sick if they take him to an airport. My brother says it's only 3 days. If there were anyone else that could help watch him, then he'd ask them, but he really needs my help. I told him no, because he's fine with me being a sitter when it's at their convenience, but I'm not allowed to be a dad to my son. And it might also hurt a lot more to actually spend time with him than to then have to give him back and not being allowed to see him anymore. We started arguing and we're yelling at each other. My brother told me to grow up and stop being petty about what happened, even more right now that there's an actual emergency and they need someone's help. I do feel bad because I get it's a serious issue happening with her mom, so they need to be there. At the same time, I'm still mad about what they did, so I don't know if that's just being petty or not. Am I the asshole?
Oh boy, there's a lot to unpack here. Now I'm
How
not
pissed are Key and Chris going to be that they weren't here for this one?
I'm not like a certified therapist or psychologist or anything, but fuck, man, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
gonna
you want to hear the
say
update?
no. I'm gonna say all three of them are assholes.
Yeah, this is an everyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a collective asshole moment.
Yeah. The only one that's not the asshole is the kid, but based on all the genes that he's got, it's not looking good.
This kid's gonna have a rough life.
Yeah.
So
Wanna
what's the
hear
update?
the update?
Yeah, what's the update?
All right. I know there was a lot of mixed opinions based on my last post about this, but it still helped a lot hearing feedback from others about this. Support for not wanting to put my heart in a position to be hurt by accepting, but also advice on how to handle the situation. Guys, this is my favorite sentence I've ever read on Reddit before. I get it, it's an extremely weird situation, and people had their things to say about it. I still want to say thank you to those who genuinely wanted to help and for your honest judgment. In the end, I did change my mind about watching my son. Honestly, it was one of the most challenging days at first. It took a while to get in tune with his routine. The first couple of nights he was fuzzy because I was a stranger to him. Little by little, he warmed up. He's gotten so big it totally blew my mind that getting a chance to finally hold him, it meant everything. It was very emotional for me. Their trip ended up being longer than 3 days than the 3 days they anticipated. They left on the 14th late at night and have been gone over a week. This was written a day ago, so.
Oh my
13
god,
days?
this is a recent one. Fuck.
Yeah. Which was great because I got to spend so many more days with my son, and it was just amazing. I barely got back yesterday in the evening. Saying goodbye was as hard as I was scared it was going to be. It tore me up. Last night I barely slept. Just how much it hurt not to be around him. My brother and I talked this morning to ask him again if it would ever be possible for them to let me be in my son's life as his dad. Trying to have a heart-to-heart conversation, because I'm not trying to take him away from them, but I want to be able to spend time with him, have some sort of shared custody. Not right away, obviously, because he's still a baby, but after spending more time establishing a relationship with him and he's older, then discuss more custody time. My brother was still against that, so I guess there's my answer for this. Sister-in-law called me earlier to say thank you for watching him. She's sorry because she understands how badly I want to be in my son's life, but my brother just doesn't want that, and she has to be on his side about this. I've taken a lot of time thinking about this after my post and decided I'm going to fight for my right as his father. I've had one consult so far with an attorney. This one was much more helpful, I guess much more helpful than the last time I tried talking to one about this. It doesn't guarantee I'll get anything more than visitation. There's a chance I'll be able to establish paternity through the court. He wanted me to know it's going to be an uphill battle, so be ready for that. And honestly, I am. It's a shitty situation. I just want to be in my son's life as his father and not anything less.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, and also at the same time, it also opens up in the future, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
Or it could end up blowing up in his face, and then this dude ends up just being another suicide statistic. But
I mean, the most justified one I've heard of, then. The guy, he's also about to blow his family up again.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
The
dude.
entire family's going to be talking about this one. This is the one where, relatives that haven't spoken to you, in a while are like, oh, did you guys hear what's going on?
I heard that Sam's letting Reggie take over as the father again. Gonna cause some issues, I'll tell you what. You know, Janice, I heard that Reggie was against the full custody at first, but now that Sam's pushing back, he wants full custody 100% of the time. I don't think it's going to be good for any of us, really.
Also, I don't know about you guys, but I get the feeling that sister-in-law's into little brother.
Also, did you hear Persimmon is trying to sleep with Reggie again? You guys like the name Persimmon, I take it.
I did. That got me for some reason.
Let me tell you, Dolores, that's nothing. I hear that Persimmon's only with him because Sam turned her down back in the day. That she's always wanted Sam all along, but she had to settle for Reggie. And I really lost this accent.
Sam's the older brother.
I don't know, whatever.
Get your shit together, Doreen. Get your shit together. You've been day drinking again, I can tell.
Oh, man. Guys,
right.
I was so happy when I read that Am I the Asshole? And I was like, I can't wait to just share this.